Shahadat Eve of Muslim bin Aqeel alayhi salam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the opportunity to do the ziyarat of Muslim bin Aqeel. Dear viewers, our Islamic scholar Syed Muhammad Musawi is here for yourselves to answer any questions, any comments, any observations you may have about life in general, the current situation around the world, and in particular, Hajj. As you know, we have reached the very end of the very first 10 days, and inshallah, our Islamic scholar Syed Muhammad Musawi is here with you tonight to answer any questions that you may have. Sayyidina, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah bless you and all our mu'mineen and mu'minat who are with us and those who are not with us in this program. We start with salutation on our Imam. Assalamu alayka ya hujjat Allah fi ardihi wa sama'ih. Assalamu alayka ya mawlaya ya sahib al-zaman wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mu'mineen and mu'minat know that we are in the last few nights of the 10 great nights of Layalin Ashr. You know, tonight is the night of Arafah, and tomorrow night will be the 10th night. In these 10 nights, the worship of Allah is greatly rewarded. It is, according to many narrations, the greatest 10 nights in the whole year after the night of Qadr. In these nights, after Salat al-Maghrib, it is highly recommended to pray 2 rak'at namaz after Al-Hamd and Qul Huwallahu Ahad. We recite وَوَاعَدْنَا مُوسَى 30 لَيْلَةً وَأَتْمَمْنَاهَا بِعَشْرٍ فَتَمَّ مِيقَاتُ رَبِّهِ 40 لَيْلَةً وقال موسى لأخيه هارون اخلفني في قومي وأصلح ولا تتبع سبيل المفسدين.
I believe there's been some technical fault on our Islamic scholars' PC. However, I like to just emphasize a point for our viewers that when those who do call in, do bear in mind that whenever our Islamic scholar is answering a question, we like to allow him to answer his question fully and comprehensively. And also, those who do call in, when your phone is answered, please please do wait a little while. Sometimes when we receive calls, what tends to happen is the callers don't try calling again. Now, what I like to emphasize here is when the callers call in, we will answer your calls and then we'll put you on hold. So do wait. When you do call in, we put you on hold, and as soon as our Islamic scholar answers the questions, we will put you through to our Islamic scholar. Sayyidina, please go ahead.
I can hear you now. Bismillah.
Yes, Sayyidina. Sayyidina, I was just basically
so I think
telling...
I say that the 2 rak'ats of the 10 nights of the Hajj are ending. Tonight is the 9th, tomorrow night is the 10th. 2 rak'at of namaz, al-hamd, and Qul Huwallahu Ahad, and وَوَاعَدْنَا مُوسَى 30 لَيْلَةً. You can find it in any book of dua, Mafatih al-Jinan, or any authentic book of dua. Yes, please. This is number 1.
Thank you very much.
I'll take the question and then I'll continue after that. Yes, please.
Sure, no problem. Thank you very much. Sayyidina, again, the questions are related to Dhil Hajj. If an individual, like a child who is not baligh, performs Hajj, is that considered a Hajj that is done once in their lifetime, or does that child need to redo a Hajj after he has passed the age of Balugh?
If the child is still not baligh and he performs Hajj, the Hajj will be accepted and he will get reward, and his parents who took him for Hajj will also get reward, but that Hajj will not be the wajib Hajj on him, because the wajib Hajj on him starts when he is baligh and able. So as he
Right.
is not baligh, the Hajj will not be sufficient for his wajib Hajj. He has to perform his wajib Hajj after being baligh and after being able to perform the wajib Hajj.
Right.
Many mu'mineen are asking nowadays about the Qurbani. As you know, that Qurbani is highly recommended. We have got a narration from Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam that if people know the importance of Qurbani, they should borrow money and do Qurbani. Borrow and do Qurbani. Qurbani, if we are doing Hajj, unfortunately this year we are deprived from Hajj. We say, Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. But inshallah ta'ala, in the coming years, we will be going for Hajj, inshallah, if we are alive and able. So those who go for Hajj, Qurbani for them is obligatory during Hajj. In the first day of Eid, one of the main a'mal obligatory is the day of Eid is stoning the big shaitan with 7 stones, and then doing Qurbani, then shaving or shortening the hair. But anyone who is not in Hajj, like us now, in any country, in any place, Qurbani for us is highly recommended. And Qurbani is recommended every year, not only one time in the life, no. It is recommended every year. So if we can do Qurbani every year, that will be very good. Some differences between the Qurbani of Hajj and Qurbani of not Hajj. I said the wajib Qurbani in Hajj. The recommended Qurbani is not in Hajj. The wajib Qurbani has got conditions. The animal should be very perfect animal without any wrong in the body of the animal, and the age of the animal should be not less than 7 months. But the Qurbani of people who are not in Hajj has no such condition. Any animal, like sheep, goat, cow, camel, any. This is one difference. Other also, in Hajj, the Qurbani, wajib Qurbani, 1 for 1 Haji. The wajib Qurbani in Hajj cannot be shared. Like one sheep, one goat for one man, one woman. But in the Qurbani which is recommended here, one Qurbani can be shared by any number of people. You can make Qurbani, do your Qurbani for you, your parents, your wife, your children, your grandparents, your whole family, all the mu'mineen, Iman alayhi salam, you can share it with any number of people. The same one Qurbani, and every one from them will get the reward. Okay, that is also one of the differences. Qurbani can be done on behalf of or for living person and deceased as well. In your own Qurbani, you can do niyat that it is for you and your living mom, for example, and your late grandfather. So you can include living persons or late persons in the same Qurbani.
Thank you.
Qurbani in these countries in Europe, there is a difficulty of how to make the part of the poor reach the poor people, because the Qurbani is recommended to be into three parts. One part for the poor, and one part for you and your family, and one part for your mu'min friends or brothers, mu'min friend. In these countries, we don't know. In most cases, we don't know poor mu'mineen who are in need of the meat of the Qurbani. What to do? If we don't know poor people, so we have to send their share to them. Say the Qurbani, we made it here, it costs us, say for example, 60 pounds, for example. So 20 pounds is for the poor. Send it to poor country, the share of the poor people. Or we can, the Qurbani whole, or Qurbani, we can do it there in poor countries. We have got millions of mu'mineen in poor countries who are poor and they are entitled to take the meat of the poor from the Qurbani. Okay? This is also another matter. Possible for the Qurbani to be utilized by the father and mother? Yes. Yes, of course. Qurbani is not like Aqiqah. You know, Aqiqah has been done for any person, child or adult or old or alive or even dead. Aqiqah is recommended. But Aqiqah once in the life. Aqiqah, if you have a child and you Aqiqah for him, it is recommended to do the Aqiqah on the day after birth of the child. But it can be done anytime. Aqiqah, the meat of Aqiqah is not to be utilized by the parents of the child. Not haram, but we say makruh. Qurbani is different. Qurbani, 1/3 of the food of the meat of the Qurbani is recommended to be utilized by the person himself and his family. Allah says in the Quran, فَكُلُوا مِنْهَا. فَكُلُوا مِنْهَا. Eat from it. That's why we say those who claim that they are totally vegetarian are not right, because you cannot go against the teachings of Quran and the practice of the Prophet and Ahlebait, peace be upon him and them. Those who claim that they are totally vegetarian, strictly vegetarian, they don't eat meat at all, they are not doing right. That is not right at all. You are claiming that you are better than the Prophet and Ahlul Bayt. The Prophet himself used to eat meat, and Ahlul Bayt also used to eat meat. But it is not good to eat meat every day, not good to eat big quantity of meat. No. We eat meat little bit, not too much, no, but we don't abandon eating meat like those who claim that they are totally vegetarian. That is completely against the teachings of Quran and the practice of the Prophet and Ahlul Bayt alayhim assalam. Okay. Can one person make more than one qurbani? Yes. Yes. One person can make 7 qurbanis, 5 qurbanis, 100 qurbanis, as much as he can. It is a great reward. As much as you can. Yes, please.
Thank you very
Yes,
much
please.
indeed, Sayyidina. Sayyidina, in Hajj, can the tawaf be performed outside of Maqam, I think Maqam Ismail? Can it be
Ibrahim alayhi
performed
salam.
out? Yeah. Can it be Maqam Ibrahim? Can it be performed outside that space, or does it need to be performed inside that space?
In principle, tawaf should be between Kaaba and Maqam Ibrahim, not outer, not outer, not out of Maqam Ibrahim. But in case of very heavy rush and you cannot perform the tawaf between Kaaba and Maqam Ibrahim and you have to go out, then many of the ulama say you can go out if you cannot perform the tawaf between Kaaba and Maqam Ibrahim.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidina. Sayyidina, can we ask, I believe we have a caller with us. Assalamu alaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Naveed bhai, your program is going very well, mashallah. Question time on Islam. Sayyidna, salam alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah bless you.
Sayyidna, I have got very small 2 questions regarding khums.
Yes, please go ahead.
If
Regarding?
some boy 15 finished, year of 15 is finished, the last day of the 15 he has to pay khums, or after 16th last day, 16 years.
Okay, brother, can you just repeat that? So after 15 years are finished.
Yeah, I repeat my question,
Please.
Sayyidna.
Please go ahead.
The boy 15 years old last day today.
Okay.
For example, today is last day for 15 years. He has to pay khums this today or 16 years last day. First question. Second question, what he has to pay in cash, bank balance, in the share, what he has to count, clothing and everything, or he has to pay only on cash or bank balance? Second question. And third question, Sayyidina, just you have said about Qurbani meat, I have to eat 1/3. So 2 other parts, will you please explain about 2 other parts, please? Sir, just for my knowledge.
Okay.
Just sir.
Thank you very much indeed, brother, for your question.
Jazakumullahu khair. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sayyidina, the first part
The
of
first
the
question
was regarding the child who has reached the age of 15, meaning his last day, that it is his 15 years old. We will wait for our Islamic scholar to come back. I believe there's some technical issue. So once again, I'd like to remind our viewers that do be patient with us. Whenever you call, we will hold your call, and then as soon as our Islamic scholar has finished answering his question, we will put you through. So once again, when you call, we'll answer your call, we'll put your call on hold. Do be patient, and as soon as our Islamic scholar has finished answering the previous question or the current question, we will be happy to put you through. I'd like to thank the caller for his questions. Inshallah, when our Islamic scholar comes back on, we will, we will ask our Islamic scholar to answer the question the brother has asked us. I'd like to remind our viewers of the importance of Dhul Hajj, especially the 9th night that we are entering into. the night of Arafah. As you know, tomorrow will be the day of Arafah for many of us, and for some, of course, who are followers of certain ulama mujtahideen, will have Yom Arafah on Friday. However, whoever you follow, there's no problem in that. So inshallah, for many, the Yom Arafah will be tomorrow. Therefore, there are many a'mal to perform tomorrow, especially the dua of Imam Hussain, dua, and the dua of Imam Zainul Abidin. Indeed, our Islamic scholar will convey this message to you as soon as he's back online. It is highly recommended to pray. If those who can fast, apologize. Those who can fast tomorrow, do fast, as there are many du'as, munajat to be recited during the day of Arafah. We do pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He gives each and every one of us the tawfiq to perform the a'mal of Yawm Arafah. Sayyidina, we have Sayyidina back on air. Do apologize for the technical glitch that we are facing this evening. Sayyidina, the question was, as soon as a 15 years old young man becomes, it is his last day, does he need to pay his khums on the last day of 15 years or the last day of his 16th birthday? So that's the first part of the question.
Okay.
And what does he need to pay?
Okay. When the person, young man, he completed 15 years, he becomes baligh. He can be baligh before that, of course. Many males, many boys become baligh much before 15 years. They come baligh from age of 12 or 13 or 14. When he becomes baligh, immediately on his bulugh, if he has something owned by him since last year, then khums will be immediately obligatory on anything which has remained with him for full year or more. But if he owned something just before 1 month and now he became baligh, it is not wajib to pay the khums immediately, but when the ownership is 1 year, the date of the ownership, when did he become the owner? If it is 1 year, then khums obligatory on that day after 1 year from the start of the ownership. What he has to pay? He has to pay khums of everything: cash, bank account, any unused items like clothes, pen, any unused items which are used in usual way, no khums on them. But any item which is unused for 1 year, then khums becomes applicable on such items as well.
Thank you
The
very
third
much.
question regarding the 3/3 of the Qurbani, I said 1/3
Yes.
you yourself utilize it with your family. Other third for the poor. And the third is for your mu'min friends. Any mu'min, you want to give it to him. Yes, please.
Thank you very much, Sayyidina. Sayyidina, question regarding asking for help. from Allah. Can you ask God for help through His angels? We know that we can ask for God's help through His prophets and His imams. However, can we use the names of the Ma'soom angels to ask God, like to intercede, etc.?
Yes, of course. When we ask the help of the Ma'soomin or the help of the angels, we believe that the final decision is from Allah. And that's it. So you say, Ya Muhammad, Ya Rasulullah. You say, Ya Ali, Ya Hussain, Ya Imam Zaman, alayhi salam. Or you say, Ya Jibreel, Ya Mikael, Ya Israfil. It is the same. You are seeking intercession, wasila, which is always permissible and recommended. When you take the wasila of any humble servant of Allah, Allah accepts your dua, and the wasila itself is highly recommended. Yes, please.
Thank you very much indeed. Question, assalamu alaikum. I base my daily decisions on flipping a coin. So if I flip a coin and it comes heads or tails, I try to make my decisions based on flipping a coin. Is this allowed? Can I base my decisions, make decisions using a, or is this haram?
No, it is not recommended, not good at all. It is not good at all. Allah gave us intellect to think, not to flip coins. Flipping the coins can be done by anyone who has no aql, no intellect. First, try to apply your intellect. Think about the negative points and think about the positive points and try to evaluate. If you cannot, then go for istikhara, not for flipping the coins. No.
Thank you very much indeed,
Yes,
Sayyidina. Sayyidina, assalamu alaikum. Can we wear a ring on the index finger and the middle finger?
Can we wear ring in the index and middle finger?
And the middle
The answer,
finger.
it is middle and finger. Middle and the middle finger and index finger. Can we wear rings in it? The answer, it is makruh. It is completely makruh. Not haram, but makruh. And we have got in the hadith that that is from the practice of the mushrikeen, of the people of Nuh and people of Lut, who were being destroyed because of their sins. Wearing the rings should be in the smallest finger and the finger after it. Only these two. Not the middle and not the index. Yes, please.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. What is the reasoning behind dogs being considered najas?
What is the reason behind dog being considered as najis?
Yes.
The reasons are known to him who knows everything about our life, our health, and about everything in this universe, who created everything. He knows. Allah knows that the dog is harmful for our health. Because it is harmful, out of all the animals, Allah created millions of animals. Out of all animals, only 2 animals are najis. You see, many animals are not halal, but not najis. Say, for example, cat. Cat is not halal to eat, but cat is not najis. Lion, fox, snakes are not halal to eat, but not najis. Out of all the animals Allah created, only 2 animals are najis: dog and pig. And these 2 are the most dangerous animals for the health of human beings. Allah knows all details. If you go through the medical papers, you will find how many dangerous illnesses can come to the human being from dog. So the reason is to protect our health from the risk of infection from dangerous illnesses which come from the dog and from the pork, from the pig. Yes, please.
Thank you very much, Syed. Syed, why is a woman's witness not considered the same as a man's? For example, why can a woman not be a witness for a divorce?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows everything about man and women. Witness is a challenge, is a burden. Allah does not want to put the burden, the challenge, on single women. Women is created more emotional than man, more delicate than man. And life, our life, needs a delicate female and hard male. We cannot live our life if the male and female are both delicate like female or both hard like male. Female has got her own function, responsibility to be mother, to give love, affection, to care for children, to breastfeed the children, many things which are only for the women. No man can conceive a child, and no man can breastfeed a child. But Allah has given this to the woman, and she cannot do it if she is not emotional and delicate. So the nature of the female is being designed by Allah to be more emotional, more sensitive, more delicate than the man. For that, the witness being a challenge and a burden is not being given to single women at all, either to single man or 2 women jointly, then one of them supports the other. Yes, please.
Thank you very much indeed. Syed, now due to obviously the coronavirus issue that is going around, Eid ul is around the corner in a couple of days' time. Can families read Eid namaz, Eid salah at home? Is this permissible?
Yes, of course. Namaz Eid namaz, during the time of the ghaibat of Imam Al-Mahdi Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, is recommended. recommended, which means that we can pray namaz Eid at home. Furada, you can pray with your family if you want. You can make a jamaat at home. So you are able to pray with your family members as jamaat, or you can pray it individually. Both are permissible.
Thank you very much. Sayyidina, as you know, tonight one of the a'mal is to the dua, Ya Shaheed Kulli Najwa. Can you shed some light on the importance of this dua?
Tonight, the night of Arafah, it is highly recommended to recite a dua which starts with Ya Shahida Kulli Najwa. A dua starting with Ya Shahida Kulli Najwa. So it is mentioned in the a'mal of the night of Arafat. It is a great dua which has got great meanings. It is not very short, but it has got great meanings. Try to keep some time tonight to recite this dua and think about its great meanings and get benefited from it. Yes.
Thank you.
As you
Sayyidina,
know,
there is another
tonight,
dua.
Laylat of Arafah is one of the nights of the great a'mal of dua. Yes, please.
Thank you very much indeed. Sayyidina, there is another dua by the name of Dua Sabah Sab. How authentic is this dua, and what are the benefits of reciting this dua?
Dua of, please again.
Dua Sabah Sab.
It is mentioned in our books. It is mentioned in our books, and always dua is always good. Dua is supplication. Dua is a link between the human being and his creator. We, as the most needy, when we are in touch with Allah, who is our creator and who is showering on us every bounty and who is the absolute able, we are always getting benefit if we are supplicating. In fact, the dua, the hadith says, ad-du'a'u ruhul ibad. The dua is the spirit of worshipping Allah. Always, any dua elevates us. More we supplicate means our iman goes up. And those who turn their face away from dua, from seeking from Allah, are in fact going down without their knowledge or with their knowledge. So dua is directly linked with the state of our iman. More dua means more iman. Less dua means less iman. Yes, please.
Thank you very much indeed. Sayyidina, they say that the time of death does
Let
not
me also
change.
add here something very important, that the dua is most likely accepted when you make dua for others. Make dua for your parents, your relatives, your friends, for the mu'mineen. If you have a need, for example, someone who is not well, God forbid, when he seeks dua for his health, let him first pray for those mu'mineen who are in very bad health. Pray for their fast recovery, for their health. When you do dua for others, the angel will tell you, وَلَكَ مثليه أو ولك مئة ألف. You will get minimum twice, double of what you seek, or 100 times more. Whatever you seek for other people, other mu'mineen, you will get minimum double or up to 100,000 more. So one of the best ways to get your dua accepted is to make dua for the benefit of the mu'mineen. Yes, please.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidina. Sayyidina, We know that the time of death does not change. However, we find that when you pay sadaqah, you can extend or lengthen your lifespan. How does that work? Doesn't this contradict?
No, who says that time of death does not change? That is, the statement itself is questionable. No, time of death is changeable. No doubt it's changeable. No doubt. Time of death is changeable. Good deeds prolongs your life. Bad deeds cut the life shorter. I have mentioned in the past, and I may repeat, that two brothers in the time of Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq alayhi salam, elder and younger, they had between them some dispute, and the younger insulted the elder, and they stopped talking to one another. After 3 days, the elder said that it is not permissible in Islam to boycott any mu'min for more than 3 days. Let me go and reconcile and patch up with my brother. So the elder brother, who was being criticized and victimized and insulted by his younger brother, went to his younger brother and told him, let us forget about the problem and let us patch up again. The younger brother, out of arrogance, refused and insisted on boycotting his brother. The elder brother left the place and went to Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq alayhi salam. As soon as he reached, before talking anything, before telling the Imam even one word, as soon as he reached, when the Imam saw him, Imam told him, accept my condolences in your brother. He told him, my brother is alive. Just I saw him before minutes. He said, yes, he will die in 3 days because he refused to patch up with his brother. And because you went to reconcile and patch up with your own brother, being also insulted by him, then you went. Allah has added on you 30 years on your lifespan, and Allah has cut from your brother's lifespan 30 years, and now only 3 days are remaining. And exactly that's what happened. That younger brother passed away after 3 days, which means the lifespan is changeable. It depends on good deeds. We have got hadith. Those who live because of good deeds are more than those who live because of their lifespan. من يعيش بالإحسان أكثر ممن يعيش بالآجال. ومن يموت, and those who die because of bad deeds are more than those who die because of their usual lifespan. So good deeds result in more prolonged life, especially to the parents and to the relatives, and to any good deed. Always good deeds is one of the best ways of long life and also prosperity, and rizq means the sustenance becomes more. The hadith says even the kafir, non-believers, if they behave nicely with their relatives, Allah will prolong their life and give them more sustenance. Yes, please.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidina. We have come to the end of our show. this evening. We have just a few more minutes remaining before Maghrib Azan. If you want to say a couple more in the next few seconds, if you got a few.
Please,
for 30
tonight,
seconds.
the great a'mal of the night of Arafah, mainly the 2 rak'at of namaz, الحمد أن قل هو الله أحد أن وواعدنا موسى 30 ليلة till the end of the verse. And tomorrow, the day of Arafah, is a great day of dua. Great day. Seek from Allah whatever you want. Whatever you want. The day of Arafah. And ghusl in the day of Arafah. And ziyarat of Imam Hussain alayhi salam, even from far in the day of Arafah. And charity, sadaqah, in the day of Arafah. Great reward to give charity in the day of Arafah. And your dua should focus on the reappearance of our Imam Al-Mahdi Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Al-Sharif, and for the benefit of your parents and all the mu'mineen. May Allah accept your dua. Allahumma ajjil liwaliyika al-faraj wal-afiyata wal-nasr. Allahumma ansur nasirih واخذل خاذليه. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم.
Thank you very much indeed. With those wise words said, viewers, do join us next week. Do keep our Ahlebait team, Islamic scholar, myself in your humble duas. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.